Hello, welcome to the show. Oh, Corn, look over there, wave to your neighbor, dude. They're doing it again. God, it's like,
honey,
dude,
they're doing it again.
I know. Hey, go to work, bro. Don't you have? How you paying that mortgage, dude? We could always talk shit back.
You know, that is the neighbor that I got in a fight with.
Oh, really?
Well, that's the guy that doesn't know what an easement is.
Dude, when's the last time you physically touched the man, or has it always?
I've never touched that guy.
You've just sprayed him with water.
Yeah, just hosed him down, that kind of shit.
But when was the last time? Years,
It's been
right?
a couple of years.
Is he still there?
Well, he doesn't live there. He rents.
But is he down the
No,
hill
he doesn't
still?
rent. He owns the place. He rents it out to somebody.
Oh, he don't live here.
So he doesn't live there.
So it's no big deal because
Right.
it's not bugging his actual tenants.
Right.
It's just a egotistical beef
He's
that
just
he
a
has.
douchebag that doesn't like me, and I don't like him. And every time we see each other, we have to do something obnoxious.
Have you spoken to him lately?
No, it's been
Years?
A couple of years.
No, there's nothing really to argue about on his part. But anyways, I was just wondering, Corn.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if there's anybody at this point, aside from that dude in Broadway that does the Phantom show. We've talked about this before. Who's worn the Phantom mask more? I mean, if there's anybody on Earth, like I'm
For shows.
for any kind of thing in the
I
entire
suppose
world.
there's some musical theater types out there with a Phantom mask.
Maybe every day. You're right.
Yeah, but other than that, no, you wear it quite a bit. But I think it's time to change it up, man. Mm-hmm.
Well, you still got to be able to
smoke,
smoke,
drink, do stuff. Yeah, but
I'm trying to think. I mean, you didn't like the idea of the silver guy. What's that guy's name? The cowboy.
Oh, the
Lone Ranger. Lone Ranger.
Well, I mean, if you want to, you can wear the Lone Ranger thing, but I think it's a little too Fidelio for my taste.
But that's moving on. Speaking of the Lone Ranger, he used to use silver bullets. Is that that was him as a fictional character? He used a silver bullet, right?
I think so. It's been a while since I watched that.
I know, and there was like this. Tonto was part of the show, right?
Yeah, his Indian flunky.
Tonto. Oh shit! Speaking about Tonto and what was that? Chaka or something that was in Land of the Lost. Chaka.
Yeah. What about it?
No. Have we ever talked about Chaka on the show? I think I've told you this. That my Christian friend, from Santa Barbara, used to live with me. But, we used to hang out with him a lot. He's actually a cool guy, a little twisted in beliefs, but he went to grade school with the girl that he used to call Chaka. And I said, why'd you call her Chaka? He said, you know how she's like this tall, or Chaka was like, and the hair or whatever? This was this girl.
She had like sideburns. And
shit. And that short, and looked just like Chaka from what I heard.
It's fucked up, dude.
That's bullying, isn't it?
That's bullying.
That is bullying. But here's the thing. Can a bully, be bullied? That's what I'm saying.
That's why they bully.
Because our fair friend was getting bullied too, but he's the one it
That's
didn't scare him, but he was getting bullied.
The bullies are bullied, and then their victims go on to bully others. All a nice big circle of,
He wasn't too. Let's give him credit. He wasn't too much of a bully because he could.
No.
Yeah.
But I mean that's the thing. It's kind of endemic. We're a mean society.
Yeah. Speaking of which, the Dick's Sporting Goods.
Oh, that they're not selling assault rifles anymore.
But let me ask you a
Whatever
question.
An assault rifle is.
Yeah, but there are guns that do not look like that are semi-automatic.
You know what it is, dude? What it is, it's a company who is sweating bullets, literally, that they might get bad PR because
the guy bought his weapon there.
Yeah, so they gotta kind of figure out a way to make it look better. So they come out with this bullshit deal, and now everything's supposed to be all right. Never mind that the county.
I thought about that there might be damage control.
Nobody did shit about it, but oh yeah, it's the gun that failed here.
And or the store that sold.
No, dude, it's not the store, it's not the guns, it's not any of that shit. It's the person, okay?
And look at that person that was there who didn't do nothing,
Right. So
who was armed.
the thing is,
You're right. It's the gun. It's not guns.
there's a problem in the culture, okay? If you really think about it, all this school shooting shit, it's all just highly orchestrated suicide by cop, okay? And it's, if you track the numbers, it isn't access to guns, it's suicide ideation that's driving this. Kids are suicidal, and some of them are homicidal in addition to being suicidal.
So
But
if
it's
you're
not
gonna
the
do the
guns,
one,
it's
you're
what's
gonna do
going
the
on
other.
up here, man. It's what's going on. in
Yeah, I happen to agree because I've been doing a lot of the thinking about the gun issues brought up because it's popular to talk about. But yeah, it's just ridiculous.
It's horseshit, dude. This is a country, founded on racism, founded on slavery, founded on colonialism, founded on,
And the one thing they wanted to
military
do to make it
conquest.
fair was that you can have guns. Why give them back, people?
Well, no. What I'm saying is, it's kind of baked into our DNA. We're a violent culture. We're violent people. Okay? And that's just, I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often, to be perfectly honest, okay? It's a country of 330 million people, right? Mm-hmm. And there's supposed to be more guns than people in this country, right?
Yes.
Yet, it doesn't really happen that often. I mean, the media makes it sound like it's happening every day, 10 times a day, blah, 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 blah. Let's say it happens every day, okay? How many days?
That's only 365 times, times maybe 10, 12, 13, 18 people.
So in a nation of 330 million people, right? This happens how many times? Why are we making such a big fucking deal about it?
Or 3 times.
A dozen times, 24 times, 100 times a year. Let's say it's 500 times a year, right? Mm-hmm. Is that
Times
still
10.
statistically significant?
No, because it's only 5,000 people that were victims.
More people die because of lightning strikes or texting drivers than they do by, random ass shooters.
Is that a real statistic, Corn?
Yes.
That's
That
actually
doesn't count suicides. That doesn't count, random criminal
Shootings,
stuff,
criminal
random
shit.
shootings, that kind of shit. I'm talking about spree killers, terrorist type activity where somebody
serial
goes ape
killers.
shits and starts bam, bam, bam.
and including serial killers, because they're the same
If you
bunch.
count all those people, you're still talking about a minute number of people.
Yeah,
Sure, it's
sad.
gross, and it's sad, and it's tragic, and it makes for compelling television and compelling social media engagement, but it's irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. I mean, more people die. The failure to provide potable water to Flint has a bigger impact on our society than assault rifles. Okay?
Yes. There's only a couple whack jobs
you
that
don't
use them wrong.
see you don't see people talking about the lack of potable water in Flint on the news anymore. But boy, do you hear about assault rifles
And guns.
You hear about guns. It's
This guy was bullied, right?
yeah.
You know what?
I'm not
It's fun-
justifying it though. The guy was total fucking nut job. Should have never had guns. Somebody should have fucking dropped a dime on that guy. Well, apparently somebody did drop a dime on this guy a
They did
couple of
nothing.
times, and the government did shit. Okay?
Yeah, they were actually, he was on the radar.
You can't regulate this thing away. It's our own failure as a people. Okay, this shit happens because we're terrible, violent people who think we're entitled to our pound of flesh if somebody fucks with us. Mm-hmm. And until we put that behind us, this kind of shit's always going to happen. Ban all the guns you want. People will start using knives or
Because that just
acid
happened in Japan.
Yeah.
There's a knifing, or like many.
Dude, when I was in England this past year, I kept an ear open to the news and how they report, crime and stuff. And it was funny listening to people talk about knife violence. Because they framed the discussion in similar ways as people framed the discussion about guns here in the United States.
That's their thing.
Yes, they have knife violence.
Like
or
Japan.
acid violence. Or, because they have random acid attacks there.
Yeah, I know.
And so, the thing is, you can't regulate decency. People are either going to be decent human beings or they're not going to be decent human beings.
True.
just deal with it, man.
Yeah. Oh, Corn, did you start our magical doo-doo-doo-doo? You know that timer?
Oh no.
Dude, it's the
no.
flocka you hear on the phone here.
Flocka?
The flocka. What's flocka mean?
Flocka?
I mean, the cops, but what's it translate to be? Flocka.
In Spanish?
In Spanish.
The skinny one? Skinny girl?
Oh, really? Then how the cops be called the skinny girl?
I have no idea.
You've heard it. Oh, it's the flocka, you know? And you hear them in
I
like
have
American
no idea,
Me.
dude. You hang out in different circles than I do.
You didn't see American Me, Corn?
No.
You know American Me?
No, I
You
don't.
know the one with the Edward James Olmos? The one about the MA or whatever?
Dude, it's... How long ago was this movie?
I think it came out in 92.
Probably,
Yeah.
but I can't say that it was
Okay.
memorable in my...
Okay, moving on from but
Estimation.
with the.
How much time we got?
We got one more minute. We ask you, we can segue into the next exciting episode
Excitement.
of the Fish and Corn Show, brought to you by. Never mind. But have you known a person named Puppet living in Southern California?
Oh, yeah.
You knew a puppet?
No.
Really? Have you heard that's a name common in the Vato?
Little Joker.
Yeah, Little Joker or Snoopy.
Yeah.
I knew a Snoopy. I knew a yeah.
Yeah, I've known people like that. Yeah, I mean, I can't say we hung out or we were close or anything, but I've known of people like that.
What about
You remember Ace the Hustler?
who's that?
Yeah, how he used to be this guy that used to sell what do you call it? His rap demo tapes down up and down 3rd Avenue.
And Main Street, that southern area, or the whole thing?
Yeah. He'd walk around with like a little stack of CDs.
Yeah, hey, well, dude, what's up?
Yeah, he'd chat you up, and then he'd try to sell you a little CD. I bought one of his CDs. Never listened to it. I just thought, dude, this guy's been hustling for eons. I see him all around. Here's $8. Okay, I'll take it.
That's pretty cool. You know, if you think about it, in a big city like Chula Vista, you can get a little bit of skrill.
Yeah, you can hustle your deal if you've got hustle. I mean, the guy was always out there doing his thing. I don't know what he's doing now.
Probably making more money than
probably
me.
in prison or something. But it was kind of cool. Having the little, local celebrity type thing. But yeah, you don't see that.
But yeah, that I knew. Yeah, I knew a lot of crazy named people. But another thing. That's right. I wanted to talk about was breakfast for before breakfast.
Let's pick that up in the next one.
Oh shit, that's right. Thank you, Corn.